So today I want to share with you how I pre-plan or plan my week in my bullet journal. So the original bullet journal actually doesn't have a weekly page or weekly spread. It goes from month and then dailies. And I've been following that for years, but I figured I write so many things on a Monday because I tend to want to write down what I want to accomplish that week. Just to set my mind into what's gonna happen this week. And then I realized, I need a weekly page. So, and I don't need a full spread for it, just one page to list down everything. The thing is, most of the things that I want to do doesn't have a specific day in a week that it needs to be accomplished. Not all of them has that. So it's hard for me to follow a layout where you assign a task on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I don't get it done on that day because, again, it's fluid and it kind of disappoints me that I can't do it on that day. So I figured, I just need something, one page to list down everything because I'm a to-do lister. Just list everything down and then just from there decide every day which one I'm gonna do. So some folks do a rolling weeks or the Alistair method, and that's fine, but this is what I found works for me, and I've been doing it for 2 years now. So let me show you. Wait, before I show you that, here is an example of how it is filled out. So this was last week, and this is how it looks like blank, and I'm gonna show you how I fill it out, but this is how it looks like when it's filled out. So it's a combination of the things that I want to do and a dashboard for the week and also a tracker, because I find that monthly trackers really do not work for me. But when I break them down into weeklies and smaller habits, it works for me. So I like breaking them down into weeklies. There. So this is how I do it. I have the calendar here, and it's handy to have it. I don't really look at it that often because I have a calendar app on my phone, but I find that it's useful to have it there even if I don't use it that much. So I either stamp or write it down, whatever's convenient for me or whichever I'm feeling like doing that day when I make it. So this, for the 8th week of 2020, I decided to stamp. And then next is I have these small boxes with the days of the week. These are for specific things that need to get done or events, usually events or meetings or stuff like that happens on that specific day. Because again, they happen on a specific day, so they need to be aligned there. And then I have my trackers here in the middle, and they're there just because they look nicer there. And I think I have here somewhere where it's not in the middle. Oh no. So I found that using this layout, I've been using this for a few months now. I used to have the trackers at the bottom, but it looks really, it looks really cluttered, so I thought I'd put them in the middle. So that's why they're in the middle. And then all of my to-dos and things to remember are here. And this is what I'm going to show you how I fill it out. So I went ahead and made a blank one. This is for the 9th week of 2020. And to save time, I already laid it out. And I just need to fill out the things to do, the things that are happening, and the things to do. So how I do it is this way. So for things that need to happen on a specific day, I looked at my monthly calendar, which should reflect whatever's on my future log in the first part of my journal, but let's go to that later. So I go to this week, 9th week, and I copy down whatever's written here. Or here I can look at the dates here, but this is easier. This is like a duplicate. This one and this one is like duplicates, almost duplicates. So I just write down whatever is in here. So on the 25th, I didn't realize that I didn't have work that day, but there. So this is triangle is my signifier for actual events that I need to attend. So there. And this is March. So I will go, so my calendar is only up until the 29th of February. So let's go to my future log. And I also check my future log in case I forgot to log something in my monthly calendar. So after writing that down, I also check. But by the end of the month, it's usually filled out already because I keep going back to this page. So this is my Feb. And so March 2, I'm on leave. March 1. I actually have an event on March 1 that I did not write down. But I will write it down here anyway. This is the BDJ meet. And another place that I look at is my family app, which is on my phone, which I'm using to record. So I can show it to you right now. But I can also check that to see any events that are happening with my family. So right now it's just me, my husband, and my kids, and it's still updated. I know the things that my husband the events that my husband are gonna attend, and I don't need to plot them here. Nothing's happening for next week except that my husband is on leave on this day. So let's write down. I'm gonna write it down there. There. So I'm not gonna do anything in the trackers because this week hasn't started yet. It's Sunday, and I start on a Monday. So next is the things that I'm gonna do and my social media and things to remember. For these 3 columns, what I usually do is look back last week. I look at last week first and see if there's anything that I need to get done here that needs to be transferred. And there are, let me just get my orange pen because I use orange for things to do. And I also take this opportunity to cross out anything that's been done. So anything that I haven't done, I just write them down here. Let's just put paper so that it won't. So and then while writing down the things that I haven't done last week, I remember things that I need to do this week. So I write them down too. My next month's expenses, because it is related to the first 2 and it's almost end of the month. And then after this, I'll just transfer this here so that the ink doesn't transfer. I look back at the things that I plan to do on a daily basis, because sometimes I write down things that aren't here. This is done. So these 3 are actually here already. Let's do that there. So I have my things to do already synced up. And next is my social media, because I'm trying to work on my social media presence. And this is my social media planner. So I wrote down my plans already here, and I already took a photo. So I usually do that. I plan, because I really need to plan on paper. And after I plan, I take a picture so I have a copy of it everywhere I go. And I just leave it at home because this is heavy. And then let me just go to here. So this is for next week. This is my plans, and what I do is I transfer like a summary or keywords of what are written here into this part here. So I need a finer pen for that. And this is color coded. This is Instagram. Purple is Instagram, red is YouTube, and blue is Facebook if there's something specific to Facebook that I need to do. Usually anything Instagram, it links automatically to my Facebook anyway, so there's more purple than blue. And so there, I'm gonna take this out now. because it bothers me in the writing, and also this one. So I write it down. So here it is, all written out. It actually just makes sense to me. And I do it by threes per day, and then at the bottom is the videos, and then next is my reminders. And what I do is, again, go back to last week's, and this one's done already, so I don't have anything to backtrack, but I do know that because this is family day, I need to, actually it should be a to-do by family day food. Then here I will write family day food ideas. So I know it needs to be finger food, so there. And I use green because green is my color for my son, and this is my son's family day, so there. So this is how I pre-plan, and then I will go over to my dailies, and let's just go back to last week. So once I've filled this out, I'm ready to start my week. I do my dailies as I usually do, and then just get things from this list, or if I think of something new to do, I will write it down there. And so there, that is how I do or plan my week, and it's helped me get focused, remain focused on the things that I want, because my things to do are aligned with my monthly goals here. So I base it on my to-dos here. Like, oh, I didn't show you this part, I forgot. So I look at my goals and the things that I want to do, and I know that this number 2 is already this one, and my fate calendar is something that is done daily there. So, and then some of the things to do here are still in here. Oh, there, I need to find. So there, that is how I do that, and let's just put that here and there. So let me know if this helps you, if you do something similar, and I'm curious how you plan your week. How do you do it? Do you use 1 page, 2 pages? How many pages do you use? And do you do dailies in conjunction with your weeklies, or just the typical planner like this BDJ where it's on a weekly basis? So there, this is for this week. There. So thank you for watching. Bye.